Hey guys, so I guess this is a new type of reaction to me for this channel, I guess, because I've normally been doing music stuff that I liked, and I liked all the creators there. This time it's Ackman, a creator I like, talking about his drama with Quantum TV. Of course, that didn't originally start there, but you know, Quantum tried to copyright Ackman's video. Now Ackman is like, fuck you, bro, I need to get you out of this platform. Of course, to me, I'm just focused on the copyright issue. I don't really give a fuck on what his opinions are on other shit. I have a whole video simplifying the situation. I will say, like, in the beginning it's a good video, then at the end or midpoint in that I just gave up, and I'm like, okay, here's the situation. Like I said, for me, I just care about the copyright issue as a YouTuber. Because, you know, if you're a creator, you don't do that. You just don't. Anyways, so YouTube, before we get into this, Eggman and YouTube were having a conversation about this whole situation, and yes, they found him innocent. Of course, he's probably gonna explain why in a minute. Of course, bullshit in my opinion, because he's done way more heinous shit than I have, and I literally just did the jerking motion, which was right here next to my head during a reaction video, and I got a guideline strike for that. Are you fucking stupid, YouTube? That's one fucking bullshit that pissed me off. I got a guideline strike because I was just pointing out something like this, and I'm just like, I'm probably gonna get a guideline strike right now. Fuck me, dude. It's so stupid sometimes how selective this fucking website is. Of course, it's not as apparent as Twitch, though. That's at least a good thing. But when it comes to copyright abuse, we all know YouTube isn't gonna do shit because it's been on the website since the beginning, but it's also been on the website since we got the tool and people abuse it because they're fucking little pussies at the end of the day. Of course, I'm very passionate about it because I am a YouTuber as well. Or trying to be, at least. I'm literally just vibing half the time, though. Of course, I have like 3 Quantum TV videos. Like I said, man, if he didn't want any of this to blow up, he should have just shut up and left, man. But, you know, he made this the most entertaining YouTube drama of this year, so that's his fault. Anyways, let's get into the Ackman video while I rant about shit.
These are dark times, where the law has been reduced to rubble, and it's up to us to restore it to its former glory. Yeah,
Man's room.
I know what you mean. It looks like YouTube finally decided where they stand.
Well, they weren't gonna do nothing. Originally, they weren't gonna do anything. Even, like, once the community has, like, a positive / like, a point to rally behind, YouTube doesn't give a fuck. I feel like that's been obvious throughout the years. YouTube doesn't give a fuck. They just, like, let it settle and don't worry about it unless it's something, like, heinous, like Logan Paul or EDP 445 recently. That's literally the only times they give a fuck.
Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned.
Or Leafy, even though that should have not happened in my opinion.
Time to bring it to an end.
The act attorney, baby, let's go. Is that combat involved? Nice. Man, this man's trying to do the Chad walk.
What's up, everybody? This is the Act Attorney here, and a lot has happened since we last spoke regarding Quantum TV. No doubt many of you are curious what's been happening behind the scenes and if I plan to make good on my promise of getting his channel rightfully terminated. Spoilers, I do. I was in talks with people at YouTube for over a month, and I didn't want to reveal anything until this video was close to completion. I can now confirm, after conducting a thorough investigation, that YouTube has officially found Quantum TV completely innocent.
What?
They decided he had...
That one thing that also pisses me off, like, during, like, Keemstar's, like, returns, I'm pretty sure YouTube banned him because he was Keemstar. So, like, why not do the same here? Of course, Keemstar fucking transcended that because he's the fucking roach out here. He's still on this platform no matter what. And I think YouTube doesn't give a fuck no more because he keep he kept coming back. Like, that's something that he got banned for previous things, YouTube. I'm pretty sure that's why every time Keemstar started a channel, he got banned and banned and banned and banned until he really found the loophole that I don't think anyone can do now. Like, come on. Shut the fuck up, YouTube. You have done this before, so there's a precedent that needs to be set. That's the thing.
Violated no community guidelines.
Oh. No, they're not really selected. They're more like, if it's something that harms the platform in general, they're like, fuck, I gotta fix it. But when it's something like the community, like right now, rallying against this one dude, they just gonna let it be.
How can you do this? This is outrageous. It's unfair.
And also found that his numerous copyright claims and takedowns were considered a fair request for review.
Okay, for us, I think that it was in his second video, or his first. The second video is about Quantum, where he tries to copyright the act, man, and that already like proves to the overall community that, oh, he's a copyright abuser. We don't give a fuck what YouTube says, Quantum. That's all I'm saying here. We don't give a fuck what YouTube says. We as a community choose what happens half the time. Like, fuck you. YouTube is just here. They just let us host shit on their site, and we accept it when they don't do shit because we know they're not gonna do shit.
Meaning YouTube believed he had a fair reason to file them. We'll get to why all of this is complete later.
There is literally a 100% chance he gets his
Yeah, I remember watching this as well.
Like, I don't even think it's 99. I feel like this is a guarantee.
I thought so too, Osman. I thought so too.
It should be. Like I said, there's already a precedent with Keemstar.
As we now enter the dark age of YouTube. I've never felt more disgusted or ashamed of this website, particularly the teams and...
It's not the first time, Ackman. All I'm saying is, it's not the first time. I love this platform to death because I grew up alongside it. But there's some bullshit that you just don't like. Of course, I have gripes with Twitch, and I hate that website, but I know there's good and bad. All these websites have good and bads, but at the same time, like, YouTube is my mainstay. That's for sure.
In charge of copyright and community guidelines. So many people have been threatened and harassed and bullied by this guy who's been doing this for 4 years. The false takedowns, the hate speech. Ladies and gentlemen, it appears that today justice will not be served. For justice has no place on YouTube anymore. I think it's time I hang up my coat and stop fooling around with this lawyer business. You know, let's face it. We lost.
I mean, I'm kind of amused by this, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's funny. You guys literally sound like abuse victims, right? At the end of the day, go play yourself, man.
Every game.
L plus ratio plus maidenless.
Objection! Look at you, you're pathetic!
Fucking Mudahar, what the fuck are you doing here, bro?
Me, Mudahar here. Who else? I can't believe you're just gonna sit there
Who
cowering
else?
and sniffling in a corner. Are you a lawyer? Or just a big old pussy?
Oh damn, we're getting called out.
I'm the act attorney.
Well, it's not over. Act attorney, not by a long shot. Wipe those tears, because the only
can
time
tell this is
a lawyer
scripted.
can cry is when it's all over.
You're right, Mudahar.
You're goddamn right I'm right. Listen, don't you hear them? Those voices out there crying for justice?
The whole community.
I support you, Ackman. No love for copyright abuse here. And when are we playing Elden Ring? Just get on your Xbox. I know you have one.
Man, you know what I'd love more than my
Mischief.
brand new silver play button?
Where
Seeing
it all
Quantum
started.
TV get banned again.
I cannot wait to see this guy get banned for being a copyright abusing bitch.
The Birds and I support you, Ackman, in your quest to get Quantum
Everyone
TV
supports the Ackman
removed
here.
from YouTube.
Literally, it shows us like, there was 2 copyright claims that Quantum did. One was Mischief and one was Ackman. And we all know both of them were in fair use, so fuck you. We're all against that fucker.
Be a better place without him.
Bitch, you were reviewed! You got
That's my boy Keem, let's go.
And so, because of the danger that he poses to the channels of other creators, and his threats made to the families of his critics, I do not think that Quantum TV belongs on YouTube.
I will see to it that the hammer of justice is brought down upon the wicked. If YouTube won't do anything to make this a better platform, then the rest of us will.
Oh shit. That's how it's always
No,
been.
this verdict
I'm sorry to
does
say
not mean
that.
Quantum TV is.
That's all it's always been, though. I feel like, like I know you're trying to do this, but I feel like it's always been because of the community that you've gained, and they all know they all have their certain rules that we all follow and we all accept. I feel like if you're new to this platform, you don't know that. But we have rules set in stone already, just as a community, and it's fucking amazing to see some people like not realize that actually. Like that's one thing as a creator / YouTuber, you know not to do this, but here's Quantum doing it because like, bitch, you just alienated like a lot of people who are not gonna watch your shit now. I hope you know that you alienated a lot of people. Alienated. I think that's what you say. A lot of people. Of course, we all have different facets on the internet. I'm pretty sure since Quantum's a TV reviewer mainly, no one gives a shit at the end of the day. I'm glad he's in this niche little corner on the internet because I know for a fact he's at 66K, and I'm glad I know for a fact that he would never get that 100K silver play button. I know for a fucking fact not, because he's in that weird niche that doesn't go that far. Of course, I say that, and maybe one day when I hit a milestone myself, somebody's gonna bring him up and be like, see where he's at now. I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you if he surpassed me, or if he got that silver play button. I will be so annoyed. I'll be so annoyed if no one mentioned this. No one mentioned this, I swear.
It's innocent. Far from it. In fact, it means something much, much worse.
I'm not gonna put it in a bottle and breastfeed it to you.
Through my research, I am able to provide undeniable evidence that Quantum TV has violated the following community guidelines on multiple occasions: external links, hate speech, cyberbullying and harassment, additional policies, ban evasion, copyright, harmful or dangerous content, child safety, and spam, deceptive practices, and scams. This whole video will be showing you the proof and also show you how YouTube is either unwilling or no longer enforcing these community guidelines. And I plan on showing just how wrong they are using YouTube's own fucking words. And I especially don't condone looking up other content creators' personal information. Don't stoop to Quantum's level. YouTube's decision to not ban Quantum was made as a result of three things: poor investigation skills, a hands-off approach, and a lack of any common...
YouTube always chooses the hands-off approach. Just letting that be out there. YouTube, hands-off approach. Not worrying about it until it's something heinous, like I mentioned before.
Sense whatsoever. I'm making this video not only because it's personal, but because I truly believe in what YouTube is supposed to stand for. Does YouTube side with justice or evil? I suppose we'll find out soon enough.
It's like if you're in a group, it is your responsibility to ostracize your own extremists.
And that's exactly what we're trying to do.
This guy is an extremist. He's a nutball. He's a bozo.
Would you believe that in the copyright abuse video I only shared about 10% of the archives I had on Quantum? I intend to share the rest with you today. So I ask once more, blue pill, red pill. Who am I kidding? I know which one you're gonna pick. You're red pilled and based.
Now we have Ackman's fans sexually harassing me, doing...
Oh yeah, he had another channel where he uploaded like cell phone footage of his shit, like his emails and some bullshit like this.
Cumbers in my mouth.
Why are you so salty about it, dude? Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. This is one thing you don't know what to do. This is why the drama blew up, because you don't know how to shut the fuck up, dude. My god, dude.
All rise for the trial of Quantum
hey,
TV
Critical,
and
what's
YouTube versus literally everyone else. Ackman, your opening statement?
Thank you, Your Honor. Quantum TV is guilty of multiple offenses, and I intend to prove that he needs to be removed from the platform to maintain its integrity.
He really loves talking like he's some big hot shot that can really do a whole lot. And in the end, it's really just ego.
That is a bold claim indeed. But why is it your duty to pursue this if YouTube already has?
A fantastic question. I believe Matt Koval, creator liaison for YouTube, should take the stand. Mr. Koval, please testify on YouTube's Creator Responsibility Initiative.
As a YouTube creator, you're sometimes seen as a representative of the platform and a member of this giant influential community. It becomes your responsibility.
I guess most people. Actually, never mind. I'm an idiot. People who are not into the YouTuber sphere, I guess.
YouTube YouTube creator to help us keep the ecosystem healthy. If the things you do and say as such a representative are really reckless, dangerous, inappropriate, on video or not, you can actually cause damage to YouTube and its millions of creators. Why? Because YouTube and advertisers don't want to be associated with that level of craziness.
Your Honor, I have no objections to this testimony. I simply believe it is important context for the rest of this video. All this drama has escalated so far beyond what anyone imagined. Fun fact, did you know that when Quantum TV struck Mischief's video, it had 930 views? 930 views.
Yeah, he's a pussy.
But it got personal when he looked up my family's information, contacted my mother specifically via phone call, and harassed and threatened her.
My mother? No! What have you done to her?
She can confirm the call he posted was real, although 2 minutes of it is missing from the start.
I'm calling on behalf of Quantum TV. Your son has been making a string of,
Calling University, that is Quantum, baby.
Hello, is this Ackman's mother? Yeah, this is Quantum TV.
I'm out of soda, damn it.
Bullying me online.
I mean, I'm trying to avoid any kind of litigation or lawsuit by talking things out, so is there any way I can get in contact?
Like I said, the thing that pisses me off about this, you had complete contact with him. Fucking idiot. Also, sorry about my family. I'll probably have to mute that in the future.
Your Honor, next I would have 2 representatives from YouTube testify on their harassment policies.
Hi, I'm Michael Grosak, Global Head of Content Policy at YouTube.
And I'm Matt Halpern. I'm Vice President, Global Head of Trust and Safety for YouTube.
Harassment of anyone affects everyone. Malicious acts are abusive behaviors, and we take these very seriously at YouTube. This means threatening someone, whether it's subtle or obvious.
Objection!
You say you take malicious acts very seriously at YouTube. If that's the case, then explain the next 3 minutes of this video.
Take that! And you don't understand that this level of fanaticism is dangerous. And you might end up hurting somebody. You know, you think that this behavior doesn't have consequences. One day, and I'm making this video because one day maybe you guys might actually get someone killed. And I mean that.
That pisses me off most because, like, realistically, there would be like 0.0005% of people who actually take the shit online seriously. Of course, we're not talking about most of Twitter here, obviously. But my god, that pisses me off so much that he really thought like all this harm, quote unquote harm that's going on of his own actions. May I rephrase that? He's the one that blew this whole situation up. It was his own damn actions that caused this fucking snowball. No one in the right mind would actually go harm somebody over the internet. No one in the right mind. Of course, like I said, no one in the right mind, but there's some people that aren't. Okay? Rarely aren't.
Threatening someone, whether it's subtle or obvious.
Hopefully, through your actions, one day you don't get somebody killed.
But it crossed the line into harassment when the creator made veiled threats.
Again, veiled threats, as you guys like to say.
You called the mother here.
Is not something that we do here on YouTube.
You goddamn liar!
Malicious acts can also mean threatening someone's privacy. That includes stalking and doxing, which means releasing someone's private or identifying information online.
People come to me, they say...
Yeah, okay, I guess doxing is releasing it publicly, and I guess Quantum did the stalking. And I say doxing just because it's easier. But I guess Quantum did stalking because that's something I've realized in when I my simplified Quantum video, that I know doxing is releasing the public information, which Quantum didn't do. But we all use doxing because it's easier to convey and it's much more understandable.
Send me all kinds of personal information on you. 90% of it I have no interest in. I know about all of your family members at this point. I don't care to know that. I know so much.
Threatening someone, whether it's subtle.
The thing here is no one gave you this information, Quantum. We all know that for a fact. No one gave you this shit. No one did that unless it's your fucking moderators who would believe that even. Like, we all know you were the one looking up the information here.
Or obvious.
There's something down there.
It's Quantum TV.
But some people take it too far. They lead to hacking. They lead to real-world doxing.
I called his mother.
Real-world doxing. You did it. You contracting little bullshitter.
Threatening someone, whether it's subtle or obvious.
It's Quantum TV.
But some people take it too far. They lead to hacking. They lead to real-world doxing.
I called his mother.
Threatening someone, whether it's subtle or obvious.
And some of you start doxing and sharing personal information.
I called his mother.
And then you go even a step further. You find people in real life, because how dare they find you in the real world? That's creepy.
Contracting.
I called his mother.
Stalking and doxing.
No, malice or anything behind this.
And yes, I know your address. Yes, I know your phone number. Yes, I know your mother. Yes, I know your brother, your father, your next of kin.
Stalking and doxing.
Don't think I'm playing around. I called Act-Man's mother to get a hold of him, to let him know the kind of damage he was causing. Okay?
Obvious.
I'm not fucking around with this.
Threatening someone, whether it's subtle or obvious.
If he's available to talk, or you're the guardian for him, I'd imagine.
Here pisses me off most, because he thinks he's a child here. The moment you say the mom's a guardian, you calling him a fucking child, you fucking idiot. You're both grown adults at this point. Shut the fuck up and should have just answered the phone call originally that the Act Man wanted, because we all know for a fact your fucking fair request wasn't fucking fair here.
I can send over a cease and desist letter from my lawyer.
And you're literally lying about your mother being threatened to send more people after me.
I'd rather not drag a family through the mud given the times.
This is a real threat. I'd rather not drag a family down, but you are gonna do that. That's literally like, I'd rather not. Come on, shut up.
The current status of the world, you understand what I mean? Like, we all have families and stuff we're trying to accomplish, so I'm not trying to derail anybody's livelihood.
Threatening someone, whether it's subtle or obvious.
How many times did I actively ask his mother to pass me off to him? Because
there's only like 2 times in my head. From what I remember, editing that fucking phone call, which I hated to do, by the way. I hated that because that just feels so weird. I think it was 2 times. Or in the beginning, and then I, conveyed on what's going on. Maybe 3 at the end. That's what I remember.
Because truth be told, I never wanted to talk to her in the first place.
Your son is causing trouble for me, and that's the whole reason for it.
Because he doesn't like being called via his mother. No one accepts that bullshit, dude. You don't call my mother just because I pissed you off on the internet because you're a little pussy boy. No one does that. You kidding me? My God, dude, imagine this bullshit, dude. Imagine this. Imagine, dude. Imagine pissing off somebody to just call your mom. Of course, my mom doesn't speak English, so like, what the fuck are you gonna tell her? The fuck are you gonna tell her, you little bitch? Like, what the fuck? Like, normally in this house, we don't know no phone number. No one answers because we fucking don't care, baby. That's why we do it here.
For this call to begin with.
I never wanted to talk to her in the first place.
Your son is causing trouble for me, and that's the whole reason for this call to begin with.
Stalking and doxing.
I'm trying to find Act-Man.
See, right here. Right here, the Act-Man started a fucking phone call. He started a phone call with him, lasted 4 minutes apparently, but fucking little bitch boy here didn't want to answer.
So what would you do as a human being if you're trying to find somebody who is hiding behind a stage name, the Act-Man? Well, you're gonna look.
I already mentioned this in one of. I think I responded to this video exactly. Quantum TV is a very incomprehensible one. Who the fuck is gonna go deep dive into my personal information? Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck does that?
Look into them.
Threatening someone's privacy.
It's not real hard to find him at all.
It's something you shouldn't do. Because it is stalking at this point. Thank you. But I'll still say doxing, please.
You can Google him right now and you can get all of the same information I did. It's not hard.
I promise you, if you look into the Act-Man right now, you will find his full legal name. You'll find, just type Act-Man. Look for Act-Man's real name. Like, actually try to find people, you will find it. It's not hard.
YouTube and advertisers don't want to be associated with that level of craziness.
You're a liar!
I believe it's a hands-off approach until it blows up into the media. Mainstream media. I feel like I think we need a news outlet on this situation. I think that's what we need right now. We need a news outlet on this situation for YouTube to do something about it.
A liar!
I think it's pretty obvious what he did to my mom was malicious in intent, because he obviously had no good reason to contact her over me. In fact, he refused a voice chat with me and Mischief on his live stream, and again refused a voice chat in private DMs.
Okay, so 2 times he denied a voice chat. Okay.
It wasn't until my Power of an Apology video came out where I mentioned that I contacted his mother, where I guess he got embarrassed and upset by that. Ask him why on the 23rd.
Okay, no one's embarrassed here. You're the one that should be embarrassed, Quantum. You're the one that should be fucking embarrassed. Honestly, that's what happened. Everyone will be upset about this situation. Everyone will be upset. Imagine beefing with a creator and you're like, in some headspace of yours, you'd be like, let's call his mom real quick. Like, bro, I know for a fact he like looked up his name, searched up the address, and be like, okay, this is a phone call associated with this man. Let's call him. Oh, didn't pick up. All right, time to call the next of kin. Hello. He's is so stupid. Like, what? Like, what? Like, I'm telling you, this man is just pure idiocy on the internet, and it's fucking great content.
Third, after the phone call that I've published, why he said he was moving on, and then only after I made the Power of an Apology video that he'd come out saying he was threatened.
Well, he moved on. But you called this man's mother and posted half of the phone call. See how that works? If you shut the fuck up, we wouldn't be here. I feel like that's gonna be a main theme here. At least for this video, I'll be like, I'm probably gonna keep saying that. I feel like the last few points I've made have been repeated, but like, come on, just shut the fuck up. We wouldn't be here, but here we are.
You guys really need to look at things full picture and stop playing games here.
Full picture, Quantum, right? Full picture. Full picture here. As the community, we've all agreed you use copyright as a way to silence criticism. That's how we see it. That's how we see it, you little shithole. Okay? 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 We don't accept that here. Alright? You get your ass in that trash can, and I'll kick it down the fucking river. Okay? 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 That's how we do it here.
Why did I say I'm done with the drama and then do a 180, you ask? Initially, I was so shocked you took it to that level. I thought, this isn't worth it. I'm not going to talk about him anymore. Wiping my hands. Moving on. You went public with the knowledge that you contacted her and made a community post about it. People started asking me. I tried to ignore it. And then the next day, you posted a video verbally confirming this.
Bro,
it's a recording
ask
too.
Him. Don't think I'm playing around. I called Ackman's mother to get a hold of him.
This court does not approve of calling anyone's mother.
No, you didn't want this to end. You didn't want to be left alone. With your copyright takedown attempt failed, in your twisted mind, you thought you had no other option but to threaten my family in an attempt to silence me, and it almost worked. But you just had to brag about it. You had to talk about it publicly, and that's why this video exists. But the good news is you're now a household joke amongst all of my family. People gave me crap for this tweet, but I was shocked, okay? And I'm not taking chances with lunatics. You know what's not going to happen? A situation like this. Oh, hi, Quantum. Thanks for showing up to my house uninvited. Oh, yeah, sure. Come on in. We're just having dinner. Would you like a beer? Wait, why are you stabbing my mother in the throat? Oh, no. I totally didn't expect you to do something like that.
Right, because
a weird extreme, but okay.
Ackman
I would say weird extreme, but that's what Quantum's been saying.
I am threatening a woman here, okay? This is a serious crime. He was so enraged by it, he never reported it to the police once.
Yes, I contacted my local police department.
I knew he did it. I knew he did that.
Yes, I contacted a litigation attorney. Yes, I called the police department in his county. And I had to do all of this because of him. This is the type of shit that can happen when YouTube refuses to enforce their rules. When they allow someone like Quantum to have a platform for 4 more years than he should have. Looking through YouTube's community guidelines, they actually don't have any rules against harassing, doxing, or threatening violence against other content creators' families.
Objection!
Well, yeah, because okay. Well, I feel like that's obvious, or Ackman, but like, I'm gonna take YouTube side. No one would have expected somebody to go for families here. I think, of course, we insult the families and shit, like, you know how Quantum did in his deleted video calling Review Tech a pedo, or well, that's gonna get demonetized, even though I don't fucking have that. So yeah, there's insults that rely on the family being there, but then there's just dumb accusations that don't make sense, like calling Review Tech USA basically EDP 445.
Then, of course, there's the infamous tweet, "We wouldn't want our families to get
that pisses me off more.
In this. Like, this is such bullshit, bro."
In the same videos you bragged about doxing my mother, you also made comments like,
"One day, maybe you guys might actually get someone killed." And I mean,
this is the internet.
One day
Everyone
somebody killed.
just continues with their
I
lives.
reached out to her mother to convey
most
the
of the time.
severity of real-world harm. The Act Mom should have never been involved in this at all. And it's caused real emotional turmoil for me and my family. Dude, even if you hate my guts, right? Photoshop all the cucumbers you want into my mouth.
But while you literally sit here sucking on cucumbers in a very provocative way,
you talk shit about me non-stop. Just don't involve my family. Don't be Quantum TV. Those videos are still up, by the way, fully monetized. He's profiting off of harassment with YouTube's blessing. One final note. My copyright abuse video was uploaded at 10:46 a.m. Quantum TV called my mother 40 minutes after it was uploaded. There was no hesitation. Our next order of business, ban evasion, as I believe this is where the conversation should have started and ended. While I briefly touched on this before, Your Honor, I request YouTube testify on their policies around ban evasion.
Account terminations do not expire. Users whose accounts have been terminated are prohibited from accessing, possessing, or creating any other user.
Okay, from this, I think this means the Gmail that's associated with the YouTube channel. I think that's what it means, because I've done this before. Like, the moment your actual YouTube channel gets deleted, of course I had like 3 different channels back then. Of course that was copyright issue on my part, and woo, not gonna do that again. And that was actual companies, so I didn't get creator beef because I'm a good boy out here, okay? Now it's under my personal channel. Luckily I separated myself. Luckily. Anyways, so yeah, I've done this before. This is just saying the Gmail that's associated with that current channel. Of course, some people back in the day, like when I had two Gmails for YouTube before. Like right now, you guys can make multiple channels under one Gmail, but you couldn't do that before, and that's why I had multiple emails for my YouTube channels. And I'm pretty sure that's what this means. If this channel gets terminated, I have like 3 other channels that might go down with it, sadly. That's what that means. That just means the Gmail associated with. Of course, if it's a channel per email like it used to be, he's safe. I think that's the main reason why.
YouTube accounts. If your termination appeal has been rejected, then you will not be able to recover your account. If your channel has been restricted due to a strike, you must not use another channel to circumvent these restrictions.
Hold it! Would you say YouTube is pretty consistent with enforcing this policy and your community guidelines overall?
Yes, we enforce these community guidelines using a combination of human reviewers and machine learning, and apply them to everyone equally regardless of the subject or...
Okay, here, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Human reviewers, machine learning. I feel like if it's truly like, who's that recent guy? There's a guy like who uses slurs on a daily basis, and I think that guy's just not. I'm not sure if he's on YouTube. All I know is that Keemstar tried to get him to a boxing match, and he's asked him to stop slurring, stop the slurs, but he couldn't do it because apparently it's content. Shut up, no, it's not. Okay, I'm not sure how I feel about this, because at the end of the day, if it goes by channel per email, then technically they were never associated with that original channel. If that makes sense.
Or the creator's background.
Objection!
Apply the community guidelines to everyone equally. Doesn't that sound a bit off?
What do you mean, Mr. Act?
I'd like to direct the court's attention to this.
Wait, Charlie, come on. It should have been Mr. Man. Come on. Or Mr. Attorney at this point.
Man.
But that's Leafy is here.
Indeed.
And he's not
made
here.
At least 3 attempts to return to YouTube after his initial ban. The first channel, Weefy, was made in 2020 and shut down shortly after. September 3rd, 2021, Leafy's new channel, Lucky, was banned. It had been up for just 5 days. On January 14th, 2022, Leafy's 3rd new channel, LeafyCast, was terminated.
Yes, this is what they did to Keem back in the day, so there's already a precedent for this.
4 months after its creation. That sounds like pretty swift and decisive action to me.
Yes, it sure does.
And yet, Quantum TV has been evading his previous
the different thing here is Leafy was a fucking staple. He was a staple on this platform. Back in 2016, he was the fucking staple at that time. 2016? Was it 2016? I don't know. I don't remember. I was 15. So yeah, 2016.
For the last 4 years. Well, YouTube, I'd say the only thing that's consistent with your policies is the gaping hole in your testimony.
Absolute nonsense.
Order, I say. Mr. Ackman, you will explain yourself to this court.
We know Quantum is evading a
Okay, you said Mr. Ackman there. It was supposed to be Mr. Man! Damn you, Charlie! Could have been glorious, but no, he messed it up.
Previous ban because he admitted himself on multiple occasions back in 2018. All YouTube would have to do is investigate this on their end.
Wait, what was that one?
Court.
We know Quantum is evading a previous ban because he admitted himself.
Just broke 500k lifetime views for a second time, lol. Bro, I hit 100k lifetime views. Then look at me. I hit. Actually, I guess my max views would have been 100k. I'm not sure. I wish I knew what my channels over lifetime views were on all of them. Damn it. Damn you, copyright strike. I was so mad because I couldn't do anything and that channel just got fucking wiped the second. I gotta be careful. I know what I did, but I gotta be careful not to touch that again.
On multiple occasions back in 2018. All YouTube would have to do is investigate this on their end to validate it.
Objection!
So I'm sure you've probably heard the talking point that quantum apotheosis was terminated. I mean, no matter what people say, those are just words. That's literally just hearsay.
2 seconds ago. Proof that you said it out loud, dumb fuck.
But I asked the court if his channel wasn't banned. Then all these posts from 2018 were faked, right? I have been banned from YouTube for 2 weeks. Come to Quantum's controller core to watch videos until time runs out. Snowflakes won't win this one. Take that! Why would you direct your Facebook followers to a different channel if you weren't afraid that your current one would be taken down?
Where are the contacts for this?
And then you made another post the next day, because I just can't let them take my channel without a fight. And then, why would you lie on June 30th about the appeals you made to YouTube and admit that you were banned for hate speech? Why would you write up a fake appeal for a fake channel termination and go through the trouble of forging screenshots?
I agree. This is quite compelling evidence.
Well, Quantum, let's hear an answer.
This is a personal vendetta. This is a vindictive, manipulative...
Yeah, that you started because you called his mom. You started it. You should have shut the fuck up. A common theme.
Tactic that he's using to fool everyone around him into attacking one person. Quantum TV. This guy right here.
Something doesn't quite add up for me, Quantum. If the court would kindly look at this video feed, as you can see, this video is titled Big Thanks to Quantum Apotheosis. It was posted on October 18th, 2018. And if we scroll down to the comments, thank you so much for taking the time to mention me. Why did you post this comment on your current channel and not the Apotheosis one? These are very weird things to lie about, Mr. TV. Even for you!
Objection!
Are you deaf, my guys? Are you hard of hearing? I will say this for all the people in the back who are struggling to hear me, okay? In 2018, I had a massive compromise of all of my social media accounts. My PlayStation and Xbox even got hacked. Nothing was safe.
Objection!
You're right, I'm sorry. All these hacked posts were from someone pretending to be you and pretending that your channel was deleted.
I don't believe that shit.
And lying about that on the Facebook account you had linked on your current account until just recently. Now, I'm going to take it a step further and actually tell you how Quantum has successfully evaded his previous ban. What he does is he creates multiple backup channels and spreads out very similar types of content on each one. He'll constantly rebrand them, change the username, the pictures, and URL to cover his tracks so they can't be linked back to his original
I did not know
ban.
that.
Your Honor, I request a verdict.
That was the email thing, but apparently not.
Right now.
Very well.
Because I say that, but Leafy's ban shows us that that doesn't fucking matter.
Then, I'm going to announce my verdict. This court finds Quantum TV...
Objection!
That was YouTube.
Boy, I am thoroughly tickled. I forget what I said. I'm literally really tickled by this.
What are you talking about? I caught you! Stop spreading lies!
Objection!
Giving a shout out to Quantum Apotheosis channel. It's a Mr. 4K Upscaler video. You know, it was made 4 years ago. And it's funny because you expand that box, you expand the description, go down to the link, you click on the link, and you'll see the so-called banned channel that a lot of people decided to make a stink over.
What?
The reality is, Quantum Apotheosis is in very good standing.
There's no
Order! Order, I say! The next person who speaks in my courtroom is getting thrown out!
You don't have any power here. Nobody was taken down by anyone.
Well, it seems this is incontrovertible proof that Mr. TV is not ban evading.
There's a very simple explanation for that.
I was like,
right
wondering
now,
where
Mr.
that
TV
was
has
going.
4 active channels. Quantum TV Vlog, later renamed Controversial Truth, Chemical XJ9, his main one, and this brand new Next Gen Gamers. I'd also like to point out that Chemical XJ9, Quantum Rising, Quantum Realm, and Next Gen Gaming are all the same channel. Remember these names because it's important.
I see.
And different variations of the same channel.
Your Honor, it's possible to change the custom URL of a YouTube channel quite easily. I suspect he found this video, changed the link of an old channel he had
I
private.
don't think it's the URL here, it's more of the name, because anyone can just have the same name nowadays.
To match this one.
That's how spam bots and giveaway bots work on YouTube, sadly.
And is trying to pass it off as if he was never terminated.
Well, that seems compelling. But do you have any evidence to support this theory that he has been changing the URLs?
Like
I said, it's not the URL, it's the name and the icons. It's literally like, there's like two ways you can do that here. Like you can do the URL, or the way I mentioned is just change the name and the icon, and no one would be the wiser.
This is the shit I gotta deal with the gaming community. I swear, this is why people don't like you fuckers.
It's just unequivocally.
I hated that comment so much because, like, you're the one that made yourself known to the gaming audience. You're the one that made yourself known. You're the one that decided to be stupid on the platform here.
A lie made solely to slander somebody that they don't like.
It's no use.
Like I mentioned before, I just don't give a fuck about all this extra bullshit that he's done. I care about the copyright abuse segment here of this whole drama. That's what I care about. I don't care about his past tweets. I don't care about what he did to stay on the platform. I'm just interested to see YouTube's verdict on the copyright abuse that we all agree as a community is there. It's clearly shown 2 times, and of course YouTube, like I said, keeps going with their hands-off approach unless it harms the platform as a whole, which sadly, since it's YouTube centric, it's not gonna harm the platform as a whole.
I can't prove something like that.
Very well. I'm going to announce my verdict then. This court finds Quantum TV...
Hold it!
Your Honor, please wait.
Mr. Act, you better have a good reason for interrupting my verdict. Now, do you have proof to refute the witness's claims or not?
Alright, Charlie. Alright. I want to step in here and say some shit to you, Judge.
Can I prove something like that? Do I really have evidence that he's been changing his channel's URL?
Are you a lawyer? Or just a big old pussy?
Hey, what up? Let's go, enemy flashback.
If I let up now, this hateful copyright abuser will get off scot-free. I have to think about this from...
Yeah, every copyright abuser has been going scot-free. I hope... That's one thing I hate. It's like, YouTube doesn't give a shit about it. Sorry if you hear slamming.
From a different angle. I don't need to prove that Quantum Apotheosis was banned.
You don't really care about that, yeah.
I need to show that he changed the URL.
Mr. Act, if you cannot demonstrate the validity of your claims, then I'm afraid this wild goose chase will be nothing more than conjecture.
I don't think the URL is the
Your Honor,
answer here.
I have proof.
And
what?
This is how you respond. You steal videos and you lie through your fucking teeth. Objection!
Mr. TV, the only thing coming through my teeth are straight facts. This evidence will prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're violating YouTube's policy on ban evasion. And here's my final proof.
Take that!
But that's the evidence Mr. TV just submitted as proof that he isn't ban evading?
Quite the contrary. This link Quantum is using to prove his innocence is the very thing that will seal his fate.
I don't know what the hell that...
I don't think you can prove this, because I feel like I'm not sure if Quantum would have done this at all, because you can clearly have your normal URL, which is just the basic one that YouTube gives you from the get-go, which is just a bunch of randomized characters, while you also have the one... Does my channel have that? I think I do, right? Do I have a custom URL? I do not, I think. I think I don't, but let me just double check. And it would be under branding somewhere. Branding, no? Because basic info? I do. When you first get YouTube, you normally get this channel URL that's basically the get-go. Then you could get your custom one, which will show what you want to call it. But to me, it just shows the basic URL.
That's all about, but that's some weird language going on there. It's just all hearsay.
Have you ever heard of the Wayback Machine, Your Honor? It archives websites across the internet to preserve their contents as they were at an exact point in time. These links can't be faked. Quantum claims this link leads to the missing channel Apotheosis. So I asked myself, what would happen if I put this link into the Wayback Machine?
Nothing, right? No, shit.
There it is. Irrefutable evidence of ban evasion. Quite a remarkable coincidence. So what really happened? Quantum Apotheosis was banned for hate speech. Out of fear his other channels would be taken down, he privated Next Gen Gamers to prevent people from reporting it to YouTube, but forgot about it until just recently. 4 years later, to throw off suspicion for his ban evasion, he found this video, made Next Gen Gamers public again, and changed the custom URL to the one listed in the description to make it look as if Quantum Apotheosis was never banned. If you look at the social blade for this channel, you'll see the account was active throughout May and June of 2018, but it was recently made public again on May 15th. 2022. You can also see there was a massive purge of videos. But before that, what was the last day Next Gen Gamers was active? June 12th, 2018. The day before Quantum TV himself confirmed his other channel was banned for hate speech.
Oh shit!
And here, Quantum shows in this Discord message how he privated this account for so long. Tell the truth. Quantum Apotheosis was terminated for hate speech, and you've been evading that ban for 4 years, using 3 separate accounts this whole time, and that's all the proof YouTube should need to enforce their policies and terminate the rest of your active channels. Admit it! You're ban evading! So now the finger comes back to point at YouTube. You're not enforcing your policies, so either change the rules or get off your ass and do your job. Account terminations do not expire. Users whose accounts have been terminated are prohibited.
Google, YouTube. If you're looking for somebody, I'm right here. I need like another job that I can just lay my ass in, okay? Of course I say that. I probably will watch drama videos, but like, who should I ban today? But let me get this job, please. I know you're fucking fair use people don't do shit. Come on, give me.
From accessing, possessing, or creating any other YouTube accounts. Since you can evade your previous ban, you know who's going to be really happy about all of this? Leafy, Alex Jones, and Jay Station. Allow me to be the first person to officially welcome them back.
Oh,
welcome
about
back,
Jay
guys.
Station.
All water under
Alex
the bridge.
Jones was
YouTube
deep
doesn't
platform
care
best
anymore.
fuck.
You are the same people probably running over those turtles and those poor raccoons and possums on the side of the road for sport, okay? As people like me jump out of the car and rescue fucking animals.
It's quite hard to believe that given the evidence, people would opt to defend Quantum, but when they do, it's truly amazing the mental gymnastics they put on display. Some folk label what I'm trying to do as cancel culture.
This is not cancel culture. It's you fuck around, you're gonna find out. You're gonna try to attack their channel. Man. Like, that's the way it goes. Like, somebody does this shit to me, like, yeah, you don't fucking do this.
Look, we all say dumb shit on the internet. We take accountability.
Yeah,
we
this whole video,
learn, and move forward. But Quantum doesn't.
I don't think I've said anything heinous so far.
He had a chance to change, and he hasn't.
Let's also then pretend that you didn't hear me in my public statement video, which is still live on this channel, disavow my hacked tweets.
Okay, he says this bullshit right here. All I'm saying is, Review Tech USA was on live stream and you delete the whole fucking Twitter account. In what way does that not prove some sort of guilt in any context here? Because that is literally guilty as fuck. Of course, you also say that about Mischief's video, but in the end, that's a whole different matter in itself.
This motherfucker's guilty. Oh, he's lying. Look at him trying to cover his tracks.
You didn't disavow it. You just said you were hacked, dude. An easily provable lie. Another thing I hear people say is that actions on other platforms shouldn't factor into his ban on YouTube.
Twitch and YouTube both monitor Twitter as well. I hope you all know that for a fact, because I feel like some people don't know that because you're stupid. You're not creators, or you're stupid, okay? YouTube and Twitch monitor your Twitter as well. I know that for a fact. I'm not sure about any other platform out there, but I know for a fact they monitor Twitter.
Normally I would agree, but this is a special case. We see the same radical extremist beliefs shared across all platforms. It's a pattern of behavior.
But it's a pattern of behavior. You see what I'm saying? This is a pattern of behavior. Like, and that's what I'm saying, is that 2 points make a line, and a line goes in a direction.
Your Honor, I request YouTube testify about their policies on external links.
I too would like to hear more on this matter, YouTube. If you would please take the stand.
Links that send users to websites featuring content that violates our community guidelines are not allowed on YouTube.
Hold it!
I think the only one I know about that is
this
the hub.
Disclaimer written in most of your community guidelines. It reads, these policies also apply to external links in your content. Are all of your community guidelines also applied to links people have on their YouTube channels?
Our community guidelines, the policies that protect our community, outline what you can and cannot do on YouTube. Any content that violates these policies is removed. Those guidelines include a hate speech policy that protects people with protected attributes across all kinds of content on our platform, from videos and comments to links, titles, and descriptions.
Objection!
In my last video, I proved at great length some of the racist, homophobic, anti-gay things Quantum has said. And I proved that he had all these accounts linked on his main YouTube channel.
These were linked on his YouTube account.
You know what I really hate, YouTube? This bullshit speech you're giving me.
Objection!
They're going to run with the fact that their friends shared them hacked tweets. I never even knew there was a backlog for Twitter until they started live streaming it to slander and slam me.
Who the fuck doesn't know there's a backlog for Twitter? Who the fuck doesn't know that? Who the fuck? What? You think it's Snapchat all of a sudden, you piece of garbage? Do you think it's Snapchat? Because it's not.
Objection!
You can't even keep your story straight.
Objection!
That pisses me off
I
most.
straight up didn't do the shit, so I'm not
acting like the only one that I know deletes shit is Snapchat. So don't come at me not knowing anything, because every other social media shit, there's always a backlog of what you posted.
Own something I didn't do. When I make a mistake, I own it outright and say, you
So
know
no,
what,
you didn't.
I was wrong.
You were deflecting blame. Fuck you, mean.
PlayStation, Xbox, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube accounts were all hacked. You're now also claiming in these messages that people are filing false copyright takedowns in your name, and that someone tried buying a house in your name. If I were you, Quantum, I'd never step foot in a casino, because apparently you're the unluckiest man in the world.
Making this podcast, the whole point of it is, yeah, I get hacked a lot, man. Especially if you ever run into gamers, you know how toxic they can be.
Well, if you look at the descriptions of his older videos, you'll find he still has old links to these deleted Twitter and Facebook pages. Your Honor, perhaps I didn't provide enough examples of hate speech in the last video. I'm well equipped this time.
Take that!
Gay marriage needs to be shut down. Marriage is not a gay right.
YouTube and advertisers don't want to be associated with that level of craziness.
Here's a screenshot of him linking a now deleted video he posted to YouTube titled, Heterophobic Gay Pride Exposed. In mere seconds, YouTube removed my video showing the racism in Black Panther. Liberals are Nazis. 100% proof Black Panther is racist. So many heterophobic individuals show themselves today. I say spread the word. Quantum Apotheosis is anti-gay. I'm not sorry. YouTube, you allowed this guy to build a community based around hate, lies, and harassment. Through your brand, through your website. He currently has a link to his Discord where he's saying things like, I wish the most painful death on everyone involved in this massive smear campaign.
You started this shit yourself, you little bitch boy.
Gee, where have we heard that before?
At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man. You guys are bashing on me, calling me a filthy casual player, and I say, hey, man, go kill yourself. Because that's the name of the game. Go kill yourself. Go die in the game a bunch of times. He said go kill yourself. You just don't do that. What in the woke trash is that?
And another thing,
fuck your
Quantum
context,
was
bro.
also using his Facebook and Discord to spread COVID misinformation and allegations of voter fraud in the 2020 election, just for that extra spice. By the way, these two things are explicitly
COVID
outlawed
and
by
election
the guidelines. Keep in mind, YouTube's policy on hate speech says this. This policy applies to videos, video descriptions, comments, live streams, and any other YouTube product or feature. Please
also
note
apply to
these
external
policies
links.
also apply
What the
to
fuck
external
then?
links in your content. YouTube, tell us the truth. He's violated your policy on external links? Just how many of your policies do you no longer enforce? How many guidelines does this man need to break before you get off your ass and do something?
Like I said, it needs to affect the platform as a whole. That's what needs to happen here. Or it needs to be publicly scrutinized by mainstream media so a lot of other people can just bash on Quantum.
And they really love to attack my sexual orientation by discriminating against me, making LGBT GIFs and memes and all kinds of stuff, because this is appropriate behavior. I mean, if the roles were reversed and, you know, they...
Quantum, all I'm gonna say is, on the internet, everyone's a fucking child, okay? Alright? Let me get that shit out here. Everyone's a child on the internet, okay? Alright? Do I have to say that again? Everyone's a child here because they can have fun. All right, that's the point of the internet. Well, it's not the point. The point was like communications or something, but like that's the fun part. Everyone's a child here. All right, some can make sense, some cannot. Of course, when you're a creator, you need to be a little bit more of an adult.
They wanted their sexual orientation to be respected, and it wasn't. I'm pretty sure they would go screaming, kicking.
This is not even. Why would I care? If somebody did this to me, I'll be like, huh? Jokes? Is it a funny video at least? Like, come on. Like, if it actually one day, if I make a video that I get criticized on, I will want to see what were those those critiques. If there wasn't anything to take from it, it was just a hate video, then why would I care? I would just let it be there, and people can just have their own opinions. I don't care.
And falling.
But, you know, people like this man. I don't get people like this. Just don't take shit seriously, man. You're on the internet, for fuck's sakes.
Out all over the floor about it, but here I am, a Christian straight man, and they target that as some sort of nasty or negative thing.
YouTube claims they take all this stuff into consideration, right? Comments, community posts, videos, external links, your behavior on other platforms factors in. All of this can and should be scrutinized under the community guidelines and as a whole be used to determine if any action is taken, what rules have been broken, and to what severity. You can judge the scale of these violations based on the length of this video. YouTube, please testify about your policies on harmful or dangerous content.
6 minutes.
Don't post content on YouTube if it fits any of the descriptions noted below. Violent events, promoting or glorifying violent tragedies, such as school shootings. Please note these policies also apply to external links in your content.
Objection!
So if it's not okay to glorify school shootings, then what about mass shootings? What about the second largest mass shooting in American history? Is it okay to glorify that and tell people you wish they were Pulse victims?
I did not know that. The second he glorified the second mass shooting? You fucking kidding me? I did not know that. That was just like another one. Oh my god, we have so many mass shootings, bro. We need to stop.
The world would be better off without gay people?
Yes.
It's so disrespectful, man.
You're right. Sometimes the woke culture stuff it's exhausting. It's
yeah,
just
but this is
so
a
tiresome,
woke culture,
and I don't like it just as much as you don't. However, there are sometimes it's the same thing. It's like people say everything's racist. There actually are people that are legitimately fucking racist. This isn't like, you know, an opinion on the president or something like this. This isn't an actual fucking racist. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is not woke culture. This is a person saying people should get shot for being gay. Like, this is, come on, man. Call a spade a spade. You're not doing yourself and you're not doing people that think like you any favors by making excuses for nutballs.
If he apologized, truly tried to make amends, I'd give him the benefit of the doubt. The problem,
he doesn't.
Quantum TV is still the same person that believes these things. He still thinks the gays are out to get him and force him to have anal sex.
I don't want to participate in the
Alex Jones reference, baby.
Tell me to. I mean, this is insane. Let me read this sentence again. I don't want to participate in the anal sex the liberal people tell me to. This is not something that you hear a lot. You don't hear this very often.
YouTube and advertisers don't want to be associated with that level of craziness.
1 minute someone could be watching Stop the FOMO, and the next minute they start having anal sex with their dads.
YouTube and advertisers don't want to be associated with that level of craziness.
Doing coke and trying to conjure demons with satanic rituals. Satanic influence isn't a joke.
I don't want to participate in the anal sex that people tell me to.
Hey, the Some Ordinary Podcast, let's go.
Stay strong in the faith of Jesus Christ who died for our sins. God loves you and will prosper.
Bravo.
Can we
That
tell
was
us
amazing. You guys remember that video Quantum shared of the LGBT activist getting attacked in Georgia? I watched the video and there's no context, it's just a guy getting assaulted in broad daylight. The replies are filled with people celebrating this man, calling him a hero. And would the court like to take one guess who I found in the comments section?
Quantum TV.
Here's why I think Quantum's actions matter more than the random comments that are in this video. Quantum is a content creator.
Sorry, guys.
He has an
that's why it
audience and
matters.
a platform, considered a public figure. And if this is the presence he has on the website, it's poison. I find it all the more indicative of YouTube's incompetence that they have what they call protected groups, and they allegedly consider harassment towards these groups to be especially vile.
Next, we don't allow content promoting hatred against people with
allergies are
protected
back.
attributes.
Sorry, guys.
Promoting hatred can mean things like comparing a group to animals.
One of the moments that were really annoying for me is like you had Selena Kyle, which is Lenny Kravitz's daughter, like a half-breed, basically.
What is this, Harry Potter? What the fuck? Oh my god, man.
Yeah, the only conclusion I can draw from YouTube's decision to not ban Quantum is that children and members of the LGBT community are no longer considered protected groups.
Now you guys are kind of running with like he's a bigot, he's a homophobe, he's a transphobe. You're just trying to weaponize the gay community against me.
Ah yes, we
like you didn't do that
the
yourself.
gays against you.
Tactical gaze, ready for deployment. Repeat, tactical gaze, ready for deployment.
I love how Quantum thinks we like manipulated gay people against him.
You have done that yourself.
Yeah, there you go, baby. There. Yeah, that is your own fault, dumbass.
And at last, I reveal YouTube's greatest flaw in its methods of moderating the platform. They have confirmed through email and over telephone that they cannot, will not, and do not investigate anything that is not a currently active link. Reason 1. Poor investigation skills. Some of this stuff is archived on the Wayback Machine, so it was there. Even if we have 30 different people send them the same screenshot, they'll be like, nope, can't investigate this. That's right, all of the evidence
Really?
I've been showing you, they consider to be worthless. Reason number 2. Lack of common sense. While it's undeniable he broke YouTube's guidelines on hate speech and external links, YouTube will not do anything about that because he deleted the evidence. And remember, if you delete things on the internet, it's like it never happened and everyone forgets. But they also don't investigate
Yeah,
active
right.
links either because I sent them the videos of Quantum harassing me, Review Tech USA, Mischief, all the other AV YouTubers, and they disregarded all of those as well. His Facebook and Twitter were archived on the Wayback Machine. Hundreds of people have screen capped the stuff he said. It's real. I'm quite delighted by this news, YouTube. You know why? Because I can finally promote my brand new porno. Links in the description. I've also officially
go,
launched my neo-Nazi
baby!
recruitment website. You can find that in the pinned comment.
Wait.
And if you promote my brand new porno, links in the description. I've also officially launched my neo-Nazi recruitment website. You can find
am I
that in
joining
the
that one?
pinned comment. And
Wait
if
for the
you'd like to
porno,
take
though.
part in
Porno.
this next
Let's go.
pyramid scheme I'm running, well, that's in the description too.
If it's one question I get over and over during the course of this channel,
Why you a
it's
pussy?
why does Quantum TV attack every other YouTube channel?
One thing I barely mentioned in the last
Yeah,
video
pussy.
was Quantum's harassment towards the AV community, or audio-visual, and these people have dealt with his shit the most. These are channels that make videos in the same genre, you know, about audio, visual, televisions, tech stuff. And I find it all the more malicious when you look at the methods he's used to harass these people in particular.
And then you have Paul the Tech Giant come onto our channel and Immediately, I need everyone's attention. Who the hell do you think you are? You are nothing on this community. And let me be very clear.
Who the fuck do you think you are? Now you sound like a little cult leader here, you piece of shit.
You are nothing.
Cult leader vibes right
to
there.
Be asked
Cult
for
leader
people's
vibes.
Attention when I'm speaking.
Quantum attempts to discredit every other AV YouTuber in the hopes that they'll go to his channel.
Like, bro, if I got a big YouTuber on this reaction video, I'd be like, alright, dope. If there's something bad they say, I don't care. If there's something good they say, I'm like, alright, dope, let's go. Like, shut the fuck up, alright? No one, like, what? You're in the same fucking stratosphere there, little fuck, alright? You're in the same stratosphere, so yes, he gets to say what he wants to say, his piece, his words of advice to commentators, alright? You don't get to say shit, alright? That annoys me the most, like, bro, imagine, like, I have a friend that wants to start a YouTube channel, of course I'm gonna let him do whatever the fuck he wants in my comment section. Of course, if it's something vile, I would have to talk to him and delete it. But like, if it's just the two of us talking, and then there's some other guy that's in the same stratosphere as content creators, why would I deny that person? Like, shut up, dude. Like, shut the fuck up, man. Every time this fucker speaks, I just want to punch him and throw him down the river. Ah, with the Loch Ness Monster or whatever other monsters we can get to meet him by.
Instead of theirs. He will do this for the most asinine or batshit crazy reasons he can come up with. The funniest being his opinions on Stop the FOMO being a Satanist.
Stupid.
Those infamous posts are real. And he's made these claims that FOMO is a Satanist across his community post, his blogs, his Facebook, and in his YouTube videos.
See? Hypocrite right there, man. Like, you just don't go... See, if you're gonna complain about it, you don't go do it yourself, you fucking idiot.
While it's easy to write off Quantum as being insane in the membrane, I want to hear real testimony
I don't know.
from these AV YouTubers, because I also believe Quantum has ulterior motives in making this drama-related content, and why he has playlists dedicated to exposing other creators.
It's like anytime there's a slow period in the TV business, he will find someone to attack for some reason, just to create drama and get drama views.
Well, Quantum, why do...
Drama doesn't really help out in the long run, so shut up, don't do it, okay? Unless you want that little view spike, which I've done with this one, just because this has been so entertaining, dude. It's literally content on itself. Like, I'm emotional as fuck behind the camera right now, because it pisses me off. Like, he's doing this, like, as a YouTuber, creator, person. You know you're not allowed to do this, but here he is. Here he is. Basically casted the biggest spotlight on himself, and everyone's fucking just kicking him in the balls every day.
Do you smear so many other AV YouTubers? Simple, to attack their credibility and show up in search results when people look them up. Even if he's not successful in these attempts to defame people and expose them as frauds, isn't it bad that he's been doing this for 4 years?
I mean, these are things that a lot of these people like Be the Installer, Stop the FOMO, you know, the other guys are not going to talk about. If I'm being very frank, they need to know their place. A lot of the people...
You're not on higher level compared to everyone else on this platform. No matter who you are, I don't know about you guys specifically as viewers, because I was one like a few years ago. I say that. I don't know when I started creating content back when I was like 11 years old. Of course, you know, start and stop, but you know, different variations and all that. As a creator, you see every other creator as your co-workers, basically. So that's what I see. And imagine seeing them get exposed. Imagine this. They're your co-workers. You go to the office and you see these two bickering back and forth, and that's YouTube beef right there. That's what I think of when it comes to being a creator on this platform. I'm just watching this happen. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm the guy in the background just watching this happen and just be like, taking notes. All right, so this is what happens. All right, okay. I don't know what else to say about that. That's literally how I view it as a creator. I'm not sure about viewers. I feel like if viewers see it, they're like, what the fuck is going on here?
You are watching or getting information from usually don't know what they're talking about. And I prove that they don't know what they're talking about.
He calls them frauds, sellouts, Satanists in disguise. I'm the best TV calibrator. Only I know what I'm talking about. But here's where the story...
I feel like TV settings are subjective, I would say. Same thing with like controls, like all subjective until you find something that works for you personally.
It's very interesting. I did some research into TV calibration as a profession, and calibrators like Ninjician and Keep It Classy Tech will go to a client's house to calibrate the TV so that it fits the lighting in their room. Every house is different. Every TV is calibrated a little bit differently. It's the same idea of, say, a plumber needing to be in your house to fix your plumbing. I'm sure you know where I'm going with this, Quantum. Mr. TV conducts his TV calibration business in a way that no other calibrator does.
TVs. Personally, me, I don't really use my TV anymore. It's just right there hanging. I normally just put Vivid on everything just because I like it bright.
Mr. TV doesn't go to clients' houses. He doesn't have clients. He's not a certified TV calibrator. He's a fraud.
And so people who appreciate the truth love what I do. And they've named this channel the #1 brand in honesty. That's not a self-given name, right?
And he's been using YouTube memberships and Patreon to scam people into thinking they're buying TV settings from a certified calibrator.
If he wants to sell people settings and just say, hey, these are settings I did, you know, whatever, I don't care. But when you're telling people that you are a calibrator when you aren't, and that you're selling calibrated settings...
Wait. Is that lower third real? Is that lower third there real? On his video, Master TV, bruh, Master TV calibrator, shut the fuck up. That's me like saying like, oh, I'm a master gamer. Fuck you. Fuck you, dude.
And they're not. He will from time to time give an actual definition of what a calibrator is and what calibration is. But he then says he goes against that.
But we're forgetting that I don't have 65,000 subscribers for no reason. I actually have a following. But my following is because I attacked people like Vincent Teo, and I've attacked the AVS forum because of their dedication to the old ways of the 30-year-old industry standards that don't work.
It's like he'll explain that that's setting it to a reference standard, but he doesn't use reference standards. So therefore, you are scamming people and lying to people to make money and make real calibrators and the ISF Foundation, everything, look bad with your lies.
For a guy who apparently specializes in the audio-visual departments, he sure has no fucking clue how to balance his audio. On a personal level, I think that bothers me the most. Right?
But yeah, because audio is, for a YouTube video, is one of the most fucking important things ever, dude. It is. Like, the quality here, you can see my face cam. Like, personally to me, I want cool lighting, but I only have my fan light here. I would like to have, like, Atman's lighting here. Have something in the background with his ring light as well. And probably get a little light for the background, make it like look nice and all that. Have a Elgato key light here, probably 2 of them just for me. You know, I can do a lot with lighting, but no one gives a shit about that. It's about the audio, and people stick for the audio, stay for the audio, you know?
Right. He'll upload videos with stereo audio, and then one side will just be so much louder than the other. It's like...
And so people who appreciate...
Yeah, I had to fix that when I did a quantum video. I had to fix that myself, and I'm like, really, dude, really? Making me do all this hard work when I'm yelling at you?
Truth, love what I do. And they've named this channel the #1 brand in honesty. That's not a self-given name, right?
So you hear how the audio is balanced to the right side? Now, if I drag and drop this effect...
And so people who appreciate the truth...
Wait. Are you telling me... Okay, are you telling me there was effects I could have? Okay, wait. I don't want to find out if that was an effect I can have. I don't want to know. I literally had to like micromanage it so I can like almost balance it out correctly. Are you kidding me? I'm baffled.
What I do. And they've named
wow, look at that. It's almost like that took me all of 30 seconds to do. Or when he showed the phone call of him harassing my mom, he was like, make sure you turn up the volume.
Play the recording
back,
he made
sure
turn
to
up
say
your
that.
headphones if you got to, okay, so you can hear the audio.
It's like, bitch, why don't you do that for me? Why you gotta make me turn the volume up? But it gets even worse, because not only is he a fraud, but allegedly he steals other calibrators' settings and tries to pass them off as his own.
Don't care about this.
2 days ago.
Like I said, I'm just here yelling at this dude. I give no fucks what other things he's done other than the copyright abuse thing.
Within like an hour, his moderator Anonymous takes a screenshot of my video makes this post in their private Discord, gives no credit, doesn't say where it's from, just makes this big old technical post about it, whatever, and then later someone asks, is this, from you? And then he says yes, but then edits it real quick to say, well, yes, it's sourced from wherever, something like that. Like, that's stuff that happens all the time.
So what was the settings that you were going to show, just out of curiosity?
So I'm going to throw an image up of this, it's an actual reference image that's used to check a television after its calibration and show what it's supposed to look like, and then just show like the basis of what he does. And you better have a bag of, spicy Cheeto dust ready. So this is basically what it's supposed to look like. What Quantum wants to do and sell people looks like that.
Oh,
that's what I'm doing Photoshop.
So essentially, he's literally lying, telling people that he's a certified calibrator when he's not.
Yeah. So he says he's a master calibrator, which
is fucking lies, dude.
YouTube. He's scamming people. He's using your website to scam people. If anyone here doubts my allegations of fraud, then by all means, ask the real professionals what they think of Quantum, and they'll tell you the same thing. The last dish on our plate might be the
surprised
tastiest.
TV calibrations is a service I can
Copyright
buy,
abuse.
dude.
Over the years, YouTube has made great strides in favor of protecting fair use content. I and many others truly commend them. The platform is way better than it used to be 4 years ago. However, there still exists one major, easily exploitable flaw in the system. YouTube will never punish you for breaking the law and submitting fraudulent takedowns. Let's take another look at the legally binding document he filed against me and examine YouTube's verdict that this was a fair request.
I forgot about it. It's legally binded. Shit. Oh yeah, also we need to update that law.
For review. Again, I point out he was claiming copyright of a video without sharing the video to YouTube. That's perjury. What he was claiming ownership of was Elden Ring review. I also point out that he did not fill out the information required and also blatantly lied on this form, saying the video was not from YouTube. And color me shocked, because that's where everyone fucking saw it in the first place. This is more fraudulent than healthcare in America. Like, it's a claim made blatantly to harass me. And he gets away with it because YouTube allows people like Quantum to weaponize DMCAs for their own benefit. That's illegal. This is where reason number 3 for YouTube's verdict comes into effect. A hands-off approach. I don't want to deal with copyright. I'm not touching it. While I understand that it's impractical for them to get involved in every legal dispute on the platform, YouTube is fully within their rights to determine how they punish individuals that file fraudulent claims meant to harass others. You don't enforce any punishment or repercussions. There is nothing to discourage people from doing it except the community rising up, pointing the finger and saying, that guy's a piece of shit. That's the only thing that discourages people from doing it. I can only interpret YouTube's verdict that these were fair requests for review as a statement that anybody can file malicious takedowns for anything they want. If you made an Elden Ring review, you can submit a copyright strike against anybody else that has. It will be considered a fair request for review, and even if it doesn't go through with a strike, YouTube's wasting their time. That stresses people out, and anybody can do the same to you. Ain't that fucking scary? When we're talking about a system that can lead to entire channels being terminated and years worth of work obliterated. Again, they say abuse of this tool may lead to the termination of your channel and under penalty of perjury. So my question, what exactly constitutes abuse of this tool? Quantum TV has also claimed that he only used the copyright ID tool to flag videos, take them down, and issue strikes. However, the copyright ID tool does not allow you to issue strikes to other creators. It is simply a means of identifying it. DMCAs have to be manually filed elsewhere. How much evidence do you need, YouTube? I'm sure if you looked back in your own archives to see just how many claims and takedowns he's issued, you would quantify that as abuse. Maybe you could look into the archives of the chat he had with YouTube support where he blamed you for filing his false claims. Now let's take a look at some others.
We all know that's a fucking bot, right?
DMCA he filed against Ninjishin where he tried to claim rights for cosplaying as Deadpool. I'm not fucking kidding.
What?
And again,
What?
even fills out less information. Title of artwork, Deadpool cosplay skit. Type of artwork.
What kind of bullshit
photo.
is this?
Is it a photo or a skit? Where does the content appear? Custom thumbnail.
It reminds me back when Jake Paul was annoyed that somebody copied his video idea. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Nothing is original on this platform. Shut up. Get bitch slapped.
Submitted a takedown because Ninjishin probably used him wearing his Deadpool mask in a thumbnail. And you can see his rants going off on YouTube for not accepting the claim and taking down Ninjishin's video. I don't know what video this is, but Quantum also threatened this guy for as little as using his face in a thumbnail. He also took down one of Jolster's videos, and I can only assume it was for equally nefarious reasons. He filed one against Griffin Gaming. They had a whole dispute, and of course Quantum acted like a giant prick, kept changing the goalposts, and you can watch that video to see all the details and private conversations he had with Griffin Gaming. There's also the deleted community post where Quantum claimed someone else was filing DMCA takedowns in his name. Luckily for me, in the screenshots I took, these links could still be seen. And if we type in this URL in particular, here's what shows up. This video is no longer available due to a copyright claim by Quantum TV.
That's abusive,
so I also
baby.
sent this
Let's
to
go.
YouTube, and here's what they said. We can't investigate these videos because they're no longer available. Yeah, no shit, I could have told you that. But then there's also mischief, and it's like, if this is how many cases of abuse we have, how many haven't we seen? You'd think a guy who's
a lot. Like I said, YouTube doesn't give a fuck unless it's hurting the platform as a whole. And we, as a viewer and a YouTuber, we all know, other than Quantum, there's more fucking heinous little bitches like this that just abuse the system. We all know that for a fact. Come on, we all know that. Please, like, we all know there's been like probably people that are past 1,000 copyright takedowns at this point, and it pisses me off that I know they exist now.
this involved with other content creators among disputes regarding copyright that maybe he's the common denominator in all of them? Maybe. I'm not talking about music companies or bigger corporations. On an individual level, when it comes to disputes between content creators. If copyright strikes can lead to the termination of someone else's channel, then they should also have the power to lead to the termination of yours if you abuse it. Everyone is so fucking sick of this bullshit. There has to be some punishment for filing false claims.
Can I do it, YouTube?
Right, so quick update.
But I would still be hired. I'm volunteering myself. Come on.
I've had to cut it from this video. I have a flight that leaves in 5 hours. I haven't slept. I need to finish this video, so I will be doing a follow-up on the cyberbullying and harassment. I did kind of cover that in the copyright abuse video. I suppose you can just trust me on that for now. I hope what I've provided has been
Is it part 2?
So now let's wrap up this extremely long video. So here's the rundown. By not enforcing their policies, YouTube is demonstrating a profound disinterest in punishing bad apples. People like Quantum TV absolutely do not
volunteering as
deserve
being the guy
to
that
have
does
a
it.
platform
Can I do it?
anywhere online
I want to punish
when
these
they
people.
abuse their position to such a degree.
Because I'll try not to
The entire
abuse that
community has
position.
risen
Please,
up and
Google, YouTube,
demanded
come on.
Justice. You are the only one who can deliver it, YouTube. So make your choice. You can stick to your guns, side with hate, or you can terminate Quantum TV and prove you side with the community and genuinely want to make this a better place for everyone. I don't think it's a difficult decision. This whole affair has left me utterly disgusted and speechless by YouTube. They've lied to you, they've lied to me. Today, YouTube sided with hate. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of Pride Month promotion YouTube does, while at the same time giving a platform to a guy who genuinely believes more people should have been killed in the second deadliest mass shooting in American history. It's going to be interesting. I think I've made my case on this matter pretty goddamn clear. And yet, at the end of my last video, everyone was already in agreement. They knew he should be banned. And you know why? Because the YouTube community doesn't want to be associated with that level of craziness.
True. At the end, something else happened here. Alright, that's the MBB. That's a nice outro. Love that. He's animated in this. Oh my god, dude. Like, so can I be it? YouTube, Google, hire me. I'll moderate all the fair use, all the fucking content. claims, I'll moderate all of it, please, especially if it's creator on creator. If it's companies, I'm pretty sure there's still some biases there that I probably can't handle, or anything else. But like, if it's creator beef or copyright, please pick me. I need a job that I can relax at. Come on, please. I'm begging for a new job, guys. Anyways, it's kind of sad, but like, we all know YouTube wasn't gonna do shit, and from the beginning, from the get-go, we all knew that. Like, come on. I keep saying it. Like, if it doesn't affect the whole website as a whole, then they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck, dude. Like, that's all I'm saying. If it doesn't affect it as a whole, they don't give a flying fuck. Like Leafy, Keemstar, I don't know, I think somebody else was there. J Station, Leafy, Keemstar, J Station, Alex Jones was deplatformed off everything. Like, just the YouTubers out of those examples can't come back. Why is this one that actually, other than, that actually is currently going and has all this past history, which all of them had in the past as well, can't be banned as well? Like, come on. I'm still volunteering. Same time, I'm not sure if I will be allowed to do it now, but maybe. If he does another copyright claim and I'm the one that reviews it, I'd be like, no, fuck you. Of course, they review the claims, but like, bruh, like, it was that email that showed that he was claiming, Quantum was claiming the hot takes video was so fucking inexcusable to me. Like, shut up, dude. Like, Elder Ring review not on from the YouTube. Like, shit, it was on YouTube. That's why everyone has it, because we are allowed to download videos. You fucking dumbass. Anyways, guys, that's hopefully almost the ending of this drama, I guess. Almost. Is it almost? I guess almost, because my god, dude. Oh, this is a 1 hour 30 reaction. I'm not sure if I'm gonna edit it well or have the audio be, you know, good and all. Anyways, guys, woo, that was a long video, and oh my god. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, listening to you guys do, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.